President Donald Trump said he would launch a major investigation against celebrities who endorsed his 2024 election rival, Kamala Harris. Candidates aren't allowed to pay for endorsements, which is what Kamala did under the guise of paying for entertainment, he posted on his Truth Social platform. "I am going to call for a major investigation into this matter," he wrote. Harris sought to harness star power from celebrities such as Beyoncé and Oprah Winfrey in the election race. Winfrey defended a $1 million payment to her production company from the Harris campaign to cover costs associated with the talk show legend hosting the presidential candidate. Harris's team, meanwhile, denied rumors that she paid pop megastar Beyoncé $10 million to appear at a rally. The Harris campaign listed one endorsement-related expenditure of $75 in its financial reports to an environmental advocacy group. Trump, who won the election comfortably, received scant support from the entertainment industry at large. But Trump tapped into a targeted subset of well-known, hyper-masculine influencers, including podcast host Joe Rogan. The president took aim at Beyoncé, Winfrey, and Bruce Springsteen, accusing Harris of paying the legendary rock star to perform at a rally in Georgia weeks before the election. How much did Kamala Harris pay Bruce Springsteen for his poor performance during her campaign for president? He wrote. Why did he accept that money if he is such a fan of hers? Trump last week took to Truth Social to feud with Springsteen after the star told a British concert audience that his homeland is now ruled by a corrupt, incompetent, and treasonous administration. In return, the 78-year-old Republican said the star, nicknamed The Boss, is highly overrated. Springsteen is an outspoken liberal critic of Trump and turned out for Harris after she replaced Democratic President Joe Biden in his abandoned re-election bid. During his presidential campaign, Trump criticized then Vice President Kamala Harris for partying with Beyoncé, while Israel conducted strikes on Iranian military assets.
Nobody's in charge. Joe Biden is asleep. Kamala is at a dance party with Beyoncé. And why would Muslims support Kamala when she embraces Muslim-hating Liz Cheney? Can you believe Liz Cheney? A total loser whose father brought years of war and death to the Middle East. Why would you support somebody if you're from the Middle East or even associated with the Middle East? Why would you be supporting somebody with a Cheney family? The father killed more Arabs than any human being on earth. He pushed Bush, and they went into the Middle East. This person cannot be a president. She's too weak, too foolish to represent America on the world stage. Would be a great embarrassment. And we don't have 4 years. We just went through 4 years. We don't have 4 years to waste. Earlier this month, I was honored to receive the endorsement of over 400 national security and foreign policy officials. Think of this. But I can't get the press to write about it. You know, they have some dope like Bolton and this stupid General Kelly, as dumb as a rock. They have these people, they get front. I get 400 people from my administration, the biggest people. They're saying he was the greatest president. They won't write the story about it. But we understand. In the meantime, we're in first place and they're not. So somebody understands. Because they're fake news. They don't write the story. And great people, too. They're great people. But they know that under my leadership, we will have peace through strength. That's what we had. We didn't have any wars other than we took out ISIS in record time because we have a great military. Not the ones that you see on television, the dopes. Like Milley and Mattis and these guys, real dopes. On top of it all, Kamala says she'd do nothing differently from Joe Biden, which has to disqualify her. I would do nothing differently. You know how bad a job he did? 89% wrong way. She would do nothing differently. That's what you're going to have. And get used to it. It'll be 100 times worse. Michigan, if you want to end this disaster, you must get out and you have to vote. We can't play games. We got to end it. It'll happen fast. We got to end it. We're going to have the biggest victory in the history of our country on November 5th. We're going to do things that people, we're going to be respected again. Look, 4 years ago we were respected. Your president was respected. Your country was respected. Now they laugh at us. We're like a joke. We're not going to be a joke anymore. And we had no wars. First time in 81 years, no wars. I had no wars other than we finished off ISIS. We didn't send your son or your daughter to war. We're pleased to be joined by some terrific people, a man who I just think is amazing. North Dakota Governor Doug Burgum. Where is Doug? I hope he, because you know what? Oh, there he is. I said, I hope he's left, because, you know, I think I'm keeping the poor guy. And his wife is so incredible. Catherine, are you there? Yes. Look at them. And you're not dressed very warmly. Well, you're used to it in North Dakota. These are unbelievable people, tremendously successful people, the kind of people we want in the administration, and I hope we're going to be lucky enough. Thank you very much. Will you go home immediately, please? Just go. Don't worry about it. Thank you very much. It's really an honor. Thank you, Doug. Thank you, Catherine. It's really nice. What great people. Congressman Jack Bergman. Jack, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, Jack. He's a tough guy, you know. You're not dressed very warmly either. Are you a little cold? Because, okay, good. Unbelievable. That's great. A warrior. Michigan GOP Chairman Pete Hoekstra. And Pete, thank you. So how are we doing? How are we doing, Pete? Yeah. We're doing great? You happy? I said, Pete, you got to do this. You got to take it over. And boy, has he done a job. So, well, if we won, boy, has he done a job. If we didn't, I'll say, well, Pete, what the hell happened? But are we looking good? The votes, yeah. No, there's your answer, right? That's your answer. Yep. Great. That's great. And a friend of mine and a woman who is just really amazing, had a great father who I knew. He was a steel man, and he loved his daughter, and he's looking down. He passed away fairly recently, and he's looking down at his daughter, and he's saying, I'm proud of you. Tudor Dixon. Tudor, thank you. Thank you, Tudor. Thank you, hon. Here are the facts. Kamala Harris is a radical left Marxist, rated even worse than crazy Bernie Sanders or Pocahontas, not even close. She destroyed our economy. She was an original creator of defund the police movement, and anybody who wants to defund the police for even 1 week is not worthy of being president of the United States. She was one of the leaders of defund the police. You don't know that. You never heard that. You know, they have this quick little thing with it. Once he got out, they went to him, they said, get the hell out of here, you're going to lose. We had the debate, and they go to him after the debate. They say, you're not going to make it, get out. It's like, and then they say threat to democracy. They're the threat to democracy. Kamala Harris vowed to abolish ICE. The great people from ICE, they're tough and they love our country, and without them, we would have a problem like you wouldn't believe, but she wants to get rid of them. She vowed repeatedly to ban fracking. And as California Attorney General, she redefined child sex trafficking, assault with a deadly weapon, and rape of an unconscious person as totally nonviolent crimes. She pledged to confiscate your guns and endorsed a total ban on handgun ownership. Would anybody willingly like to give up their gun? Please raise your hand. That's not an easy one.